So here's the question. How's it working? I'll tell you what we're going to do, just to fast forward this whole thing. We're going to have a mock freshman assembly. So this is your first day in high school, everybody. This is your welcoming assembly, and I'm your principal. Now, I'm going to speak with you at a level of candor that you would never use with young people. This is a mock freshman assembly. So let's just jump in, eyes up here. Freshmen, welcome to high school. I'm your principal. This is our welcoming assembly, and the message today is welcome. Okay, now we've taken care of that. Let's get down to brass tacks. What goes and what doesn't go around this school site? Now, before I get into that, I want to say that a school site is no better than its faculty, and we have one of the finest faculties in the entire region, and there's absolutely no way that I, for one moment, will tolerate the abuse of that faculty. Now, having said that, let me cite a statistic. That's a rousing way to start an assembly. Here's a statistic. At any school site in North America, 90% of office referrals are produced by 5% of the student body. Now, off the record, you guys, does that surprise you, or could you give me most of their names from last semester? Yeah. So that means in this whole auditorium, for the next 8 semesters, 90% of office referrals will be produced by 5% of the people in this auditorium. And you know who you are, too. A bunch of jokers. You spent half of junior high down in the office. You know who you are, so I want all the jokers, come on down forward. You know who you are. Down forward. Here you go. All right, now we have all the jokers down forward. You think it's funny to use foul language or to start a fight or to drop a lighted match in the wastebasket. You just think it's funny. Well, the message today is we're not putting up with it. On the other hand, we love children. So we're not going to cut you off at the knees. You pull some stunt around here, and the first thing we're going to do is give you a verbal warning. Now, it is our sincere hope that you repent right there on the spot. But maybe I've been in this business too long. Maybe I'm getting cynical. You jokers are sitting there thinking, oh, a verbal warning. I'm shaking in my boots. You think it's a big joke. So you just keep pushing, because you think you're above the law. Well, you pull another stunt around here, and I'll tell you what we'll do. We will assign you detention after school. Now, let me explain detention. It's an honor system where a child who has been told to report to detention is expected to actually report to detention. Now, frequently, we've been stiffed on this program over the years. Believe it or not, the doggone kid doesn't show up, you know. I don't know where they go. Sometimes we see them down at 7-Eleven. You know, catch me if you can. You think you're above the law. So you keep pushing, because you think there's nothing we can do. Well, you pull another stunt around here, and I'll tell you what we'll do. We will set up a conference with your parents. Now, let me explain exactly what that means. We will spend hours of professional time in an attempt to collaborate with those members of the community who have already demonstrated their total incompetence by rearing you. We think that's a heck of a good partnership. But you're laughing up your sleeve. You're thinking, oh, get my old man into a parent conference. That will be the day. Get my old lady in here, and all you're going to get is, I know I can't do a thing with him at home. He's driving me crazy. So you just keep pushing, because you think there's nothing we can do. Will you pull one more stunt, I'll tell you what we'll do. You're gone. We will only put up with this to a certain point. You're gone. But before that, you will be sent to the office. This is your last chance. You will be sent to the office. Now, what do you think we'll do down there in that office? Well, you don't want to find out. All I can tell you is avoid it at all costs, because it's horrible. But you've been down there about half a junior high. You know there's nothing we can do. There's nothing that's legal that we can do that's going to make you shape up. So you pull one more stunt and you're gone. Gone. Suspended period of 24 hours. Now let me explain exactly what that means. For a period of 24 hours, you'll be denied all of the following privileges: mathematics, social studies, English composition, U.S. history, world government, gym class. Now, don't come around to the library trying to check out books to make up for the work you've lost, because you have lost your library privileges. Now, we don't have people on the payroll to supervise this program, so we put you under the supervision of the most incompetent parents in the county. And by the grapevine, we kind of find out what goes on. You know, sleep late, watch TV, you play some video games, meet your buddies, shoot some hoops, maybe end up at the mall. Now, after 24 hours of deprivation, I hope we have brought you up short. But once a joker, always a joker. That's the way it looks to me. You pull one more stunt around here, and you are gone for 3 days. Same loss of privilege. No math, no social studies, no English. Same alternative behavior. Meet your friends and fool around on the streets. Now, after 3 solid days of deprivation, I hope you return to this school site with an entirely new attitude. Let me ask you something. Am I lying, or is this pretty much how it goes? Mm-hmm. Now, I want you to envision a child that I referred to briefly yesterday, Larry. Larry. Remember, Larry is the one at the elementary school you've been hearing about for 2 years before we finally got you a grade level. Larry will make you wonder why you ever went into teaching. Larry. Now, let me ask you some questions about Larry's psyche. Does Larry like school? No. No. According to Larry's school, you know the word. Yeah. Larry hates school. School sucks. Larry wants out of this fire trap. Now, it just so happens that we have a program whereby Larry can achieve his heart's desire. Larry wants out. Larry can get out. What does Larry have to do to get out? Answer: abuse the faculty. But occasional random abuse isn't going to cut it. What Larry needs is frequent, systematic abuse, so he can work up the hierarchy in a reasonable amount of time and get the heck out of here for 3 days. Of course, then, it's kind of like boot camp in the military. You get that 1-day pass, and you think, oh, hot dog. But then you start hearing about that 3-day pass. Oh, now, we can get up to the city and have a time. So we're going to give Larry a 3-day pass.